Normally we focus on our dreams and we take all these big steps to line up our intentions with the universe. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself why the path to manifestation isn't always a straight shot? It's like the universe has this interesting way of guiding us through a bunch of little steps. And it's not to slow us down, it's to make sure we're truly ready for what's coming. Think of these steps as little tests or assessments, right? They're opportunities for us to show the universe that we're really committed, that we're ready. The universe is, in a way, kind of testing our resolve. It's like it's asking us, are you really ready for everything you've been asking for? And once we get through these trials, that's when the universe opens up the vault of our desires. It's like once we pass those tests, everything we've wanted is finally within reach. The whole idea of manifestation, of bringing our dreams to life, is honestly pretty magical. It's like this beautiful world where your deepest desires can finally take form. But I'm not going to lie, sometimes the journey to get there is kind of a roller coaster. In fact, during this process, there are usually two big questions we all end up facing. What really keeps manifestation going? And why do so many of us stumble along the way? We all stumble at first, don't we? Manifesting is this mix of intention and alignment. Sometimes, instead of a wave of change coming our way, we actually hit a wave of challenges. It can feel like the universe is showing us the complete opposite of what we want. We focus on our goals, things like positive energy, wealth, new opportunities, meaningful relationships. But then, out of nowhere, the road seems to twist. We get stuck in situations that feel like the complete opposite of what we want. Our financial situations might even get worse, and we just feel like things are spiraling. It can be really disheartening, right? And honestly, in those moments, it's easy to start doubting everything. But here's the thing. When you're in the middle of this challenge phase, it's so important to keep your eyes on your goals, even if everything feels out of alignment. And here's the secret. If you take a moment to really sit with yourself, you'll realize something. The universe, it's got its own way of doing things. There's a purpose to this process. It's all part of the plan. It's a test, a way for the universe to ask you, do you really want what you're asking for? Are you truly ready to embrace it? This whole journey is about uncovering the deepest, most authentic desires we have and really committing to living them out. Let's talk about something common, like the desire for wealth. We all want it, right? But getting there requires growth, a change in who we are and how we handle things. The universe is challenging us, making us ask, are we really ready to walk that path of transformation? In a world where everyone's chasing after their dreams, the universe's tests can feel like an unsolvable mystery. But these tests, they're actually here to show us where we stand. They're like a mirror reflecting the depth of our desires. They're asking us if we're ready to become the people who deserve those dreams. And when you realize this, it's like a light bulb goes off. Suddenly, you start to see those challenges for what they really are. Stepping stones that are getting you closer to everything you've wanted. And when you finally push through, that's when things start clicking into place. The universe starts aligning with your intentions, and before you know it, what you've been dreaming of starts to appear. Manifesting is such a powerful thing, and it's not about getting exactly what you asked for. It's more like the universe is showing you a reflection of your true self, your essence. The universe isn't here to grant every little wish. It's here to help you align with who you really are. Let me say that again, just to make sure it sinks in. The universe isn't some wish-granting genie. It's more like a mirror reflecting your own energy. It's not about receiving what you want in a literal sense. It's about receiving what matches your true vibration. Think about it for a second. You might want financial freedom, love, a dream home. But the trick is, as long as your inner self stays the same, if you stay stuck in the same frequency, you're not going to see much change. That's the kicker. The real change has to come from within. And that's where the universe comes in, not to trip you up, but to help you transform. The universe throws these challenges your way to get you to shift, to see things differently. And you've got to ask yourself, are you ready to embody the energy of abundance, even when things aren't going your way? Once you shift your mindset, you start to see the opportunities hiding in these challenges. It's not just about changing your circumstances. It's about changing the way you think. And that's the second part of the universe's plan. To see if you're committed to becoming the person you need to be to live the life you want. Every time you put your desires out there, you're choosing to evolve. You're saying, I'm ready to be the person who can handle everything I've asked for. It's that version of yourself the universe is sculpting. So when you go through these tough times, it's the universe checking in. Are you really going to step into this new version of you? These challenges are like little markers showing you that you're on the right path. So when you're manifesting, remember, it's not just about wishing for something. It's about choosing to become the person who can handle that something. And that choice, that's the key. Before we get into strategies for handling these challenges, let's do a little thought experiment. Imagine that your old self is like an animal that's taken up residence in your mind. It could be anything, a cat, a dog, whatever you resonate with. Now imagine a new animal showing up, one that's claiming the space the old one used to occupy. What do you think the old animal would do? It would probably fight to keep its place, right? Or maybe it would just leave peacefully, making room for the new one. That's a lot like what happens when you're going through these trials. The old you is resisting the transformation. But here's the good news. That resistance, it means the old self is about to fade away. It's on its way out. So here's the first thing you've got to do when you feel that resistance. Be grateful for it. Seriously. When your old self fights back, it's actually a sign that change is happening. It's about the old patterns breaking down. And I know it's scary. Change always is. But understand this. That rebellion from your old self is the beginning of your transformation. Now, most people, when they face this kind of resistance, they back down. They're afraid of the unknown. They don't want things to change. But if you understand what's happening, you'll see it for what it is, a chance for growth. The more your old self fights, the closer you are to stepping into the new you. Every day is a new chapter in the process of shedding the old you. And every time you get through a little bit of that, you're evolving. The second part of this is stepping into the mindset of your new self. When a challenge comes up, don't focus on what's lacking. Instead, step into the mindset of abundance. How would your future self handle this? How would they approach the situation? By thinking like the person you're becoming, you're tapping into their wisdom. It's like having a conversation with a mentor who's already living the life you want. And guess what? That's a powerful tool to help you get through the tough stuff. Next up, let's talk about celebrating your progress. Seriously, take a moment to appreciate the steps you've taken, no matter how small they seem. Manifestation isn't about snapping your fingers and suddenly having everything you want. It's about steady, consistent progress. Every little step you take, every challenge you face and overcome, it all matters. Celebrate those wins. Even if it's just handling a tough situation with a little more grace than before. Celebrate that, because by doing that, you're telling your subconscious, hey, I'm on the right track. You're reinforcing the idea that progress is happening, and the universe, it's paying attention. It sees your dedication, your commitment, and it's aligning with you. Remember, manifestation isn't about perfection. It's about progress. So give yourself credit for each step and keep moving forward. The universe is always watching, and it's lining up everything for you as you stay aligned with your intentions. Thanks for sticking with me through this journey. If this resonated with you, I'd love for you to like and subscribe. Share this with anyone who might need to hear it, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about your experiences and thoughts. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you soon.